Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Ron Placone. Hey, Ron.
Hello.
So, they're going to have to govern now. That's the thing. So Republicans have to govern. Before, they could always say, oh, that goddamn Obama is blocking everything we want to do to make your life better. Because that's the thing about governing, right? So once you win an election and your party's in power, now people, if their lives get worse, they blame you. And if their life doesn't get better, and if they still have the same problems, they blame you. So that's why after 6 years of George Bush, or 8 years of George Bush, and the Republicans, they flipped the Senate, the Congress, and they elected a black guy with a Muslim name president. Okay, so when the Republicans get in power, they have no ideas on how to make people's lives better. None. They have zero ideas. Democrats have they're almost as bad. But what the Democrats are willing to do is institute right-wing solutions to policies like Obamacare, which is a right-wing solution to our healthcare problem. So what the point of me bringing this up is now you see what's happening around the country. People are awake, not just lefties, also righties. So I'm going to show you this. This is in Kentucky. Young lady wants to go after Mitch McConnell. Now, Mitch McConnell's the leader in the Senate. The Republicans own the Senate. Republicans own the Congress. And the Republicans own the White House. So now if their lives are shitty, they got no one else. They can't blame the Democrats. So that's what's happening right here. And let's watch. Here's this lady talking to Mitch McConnell. She's a Republican, and she likes Mitch McConnell.
Take your hand. I want to thank you for 30 years of public service.
I want to thank you for 30 years of public service. And you can see that he's like, uh-oh, some shit's coming, though. Right? You can see in his eyes, like, I've seen this before.
Uh-oh.
She's coming after me.
You have to acknowledge that we got too damn many people on food stamps in Kentucky. And last I heard, we're the leader, and that is not where we want to be the leader.
Ooh.
You see him? You see his eyes start to drift like, oh, shit.
Oh, man.
So she's up there giving him, hey, our lives are bad here in Kentucky. We're leading the country in food stamps, and that's not where we want to be the leader. What are you doing about it?
It's times like this, Mitch McConnell, he wishes he was an actual turtle. Let me just go back.
And the last I heard, these coal jobs are not coming back, and now these people don't have the insurance they need because they're poor. And they work those coal mines, and they're sick. The veterans are sick. The veterans are broken down.
The coal miners lost their jobs. They got no insurance because their jobs are gone. The veterans come back. They're broken. Nobody's taking care of the veterans. We got leading the country in food stamps. So, hey, look, there's a right-winger who, it doesn't take an ideology to recognize that things are shitty. So this is why workers, left, right, black, white, old, poor, need to come together. Because that's how guys like Mitch McConnell divide people, by all that stuff. Rich, old, young, old, black, white, Democrat, Republican. And she's noticing the same goddamn thing that the Fight for 15 people are noticing. Like, hey, this system's a little screwed up here. What the hell's going on, Mitch? You're the leader in the Senate and your state's in disrepair? We're leading the country in food stamps? Our coal miners are out of job. By the way, Kentucky leads top of the right up there. One of the highest in the country for poverty. 18.4% poverty rate in Kentucky. Poverty rate. So,
They're not getting what they need. If you can answer any of that, I'll sit down and shut up like Elizabeth Warren.
So, again, he's just going to, he does what all politicians do. I'm not going to address your concerns. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to try to find a way to laugh this off and move on.
Oh, she got in the Elizabeth Warren
Yeah.
joke. She's like, I'm still a Republican.
I'm still a Republican.
Don't worry.
That's exactly what she's doing. You're right. She's signaling, hey, I'm still on your side. I like that you shut up, Elizabeth Warren. But I'm starting to wake up that you're our elected representative and things are horrible here. So it's like she's starting to wake up. Hey, wait a minute. He's in power now. They're the ones with all the power. Now you got to actually govern. Now you got to. So here's how he handles it.
I'm sorry. I get excited.
I hope you feel better now.
I do.
Wow.
Yeah, all those problems. I hope you feel better because we're not doing a goddamn thing about any of those problems.
Feels good to talk
I
about
hope it feels
huh?
good to get it off your chest, right? Because that's the only way you're going to feel better. Because we ain't going to give you health care to make you feel better. We're not going to get you jobs. We're not going to help the vet. We're not doing anything to help your life get better. We're not going to do anything to fight the poverty rate. You know that, right? You know that. So I hope you just yell it at me and it gets you feel better. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, do it on the phone next time. I can skip through the voicemail. That makes it easier for
I can listen in
intern.
my car. I can listen in my car. So this is happening. And you see the other videos we've done about people showing up at town halls. Republican congressmen won't even show up at their town halls. Democratic representatives are asking Bernie to tell his followers stop coming to their town halls. This is good. Look what happened. Trump woke everyone up. Everyone's paying attention to how shitty neoliberalism is, which is the system we've been living under since, I don't know, mid-70s. Neoliberalism. This is what it's brought. Poverty to the richest country in the world. That's what it brings. And if you mention this, nobody wants a revolution. The whole goddamn country wants a revolution. Except the people who are rich, except the Hillary Clinton people, the donors, the Silicon Valleys, the Wall Streets. No, they don't want a revolution. Of course, not the people in power want a revolution. I'm talking about the people. You know, the half the country that didn't vote. The half the Democratic Party that voted for Bernie Sanders. You know, all the people who voted for Trump instead of Jeb Bush and all the other establishment. Those people want a revolution. The Bernie Sanders people want a revolution. Half the people who didn't vote, I'm sure they would enjoy a revolution. You're going to tell people in the richest country in the world who are poor, can't afford their goddamn medicine for no reason except that their government's corrupted. You're going to tell them they don't want a revolution? That's what they want. That's what this is. That's a Republican screaming at a Republican about how bad things are. And it's just one more step before she says, hey, what are you doing about it? The next time she screams, maybe she ain't going to say, I'm sorry. Sorry, I get excited. Why do people have to apologize for being excited about shit that matters? That's the thing. People tell me that, oh, Jimmy, you get mad at stuff, huh? Well, you get worked up about this stuff. I go, oh, I'm sorry. I usually save my anger for important things like sporting events and Hollywood award shows. So this is coming. It's here now. It's happening all over the place. And so so this is the silver lining, right? So we got to move forward. We've got to get the country better. This is the silver lining that even Republicans are awake now. Hey, the next live Jimmy Dore show is March 4th. That's a Saturday. Get your tickets right below. The next one after that is March 20th. The shows sell out really fast, so get your tickets right now. Links right there.